Hello, folks. This will more than likely be the first part in a series of videos, maybe even ongoing, you never know how things develop, that may, for some people, seem a bit too much like just internet drama. So if that's how you feel about this kind of stuff, please, there's plenty of other stuff I'm sure you could be doing, so carry on and, do something else. I feel this kind of stuff is very relevant at the moment because of the way the internet and the social media environment is being um, manipulated. I felt like saying intervaded or invaded, but it's not really so much that this is a new thing. This has just been building up over the last however many years to this point where there is a lot more deliberate activity taking place that is meant to derail or to divide, to provide disinfo to people. There's a lot of D's and disses, but hopefully you get my point. There is a lot more of this kind of stuff going on, and if we're going to have, I feel, if we're going to have any kind of cohesive moving forward, a movement of some kind without the centralising organisation of the kind of systemic hierarchy, then being able to deal with these kind of situations is something that we should all be learning to do. And if we are going to have any of that kind of moving forward in constructive fashion, so that we're not just all individual voices in the wilderness shouting at the storm, then this kind of stuff needs to be addressed, and I feel in a way, as much as you can, obviously without choosing your own level of privacy that you wish to have, etc. But it should be something that should be done in a public fashion so other people can see what's happening, and it means hopefully they won't get trapped into or pulled into the same kind of stuff where there is no need for it. Their energy is better spent elsewhere. So if it happens to be that, as I'm not sure if it's a real phrase or whether I'm just thinking it is and making it up myself, I can think of a reference to actually apply to it from Jethro Tull. I'll be the cross to take your nail. So if it happens to be that, as the situation is for me at the moment, it gives me an opportunity to use this as an example, and hopefully something can be learned from it, something can be gained from it, maybe something constructive comes out of it. I'll be ever the optimist, and I will hope that works for all sides, so that and when I say all sides, I mean all sides of the people that are here doing the kind of stuff that I do. Yeah. So if the other parties involved go their own way and do their own thing, and I feel like I'm using this phrase a lot when I don't need to, because I do not feel the need to justify myself, but as I've said many times before, I'm quite happy if other people have got differing opinions and they do their thing and they put their stuff out, as long as we are not just pulling each other down. Yeah, because then we are doing the job of the system. That's what it wants us to do. That's divide and conquer. This is an old conversation, old topic, and there's been plenty of stuff put out there about it. So this is an opportunity, I feel, where this can be looked at in that kind of manner. And if it just so happens that I have to be the whipping post for that, okay, yeah, let's carry on. I know for some people they may feel that I'm being passive aggressive or some kind of messiah complex by saying something like that. I don't know how many times I can caveat myself or try and put this out there, or how else I can try and present this. And again, it's one of those things that I've repeated so often it becomes, it starts to lose some of its meaning. But anyway, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to be upfront and honest and genuine with people so you can see the kind of stuff that goes on. Anyway, yes, at the end of this little video, because this is part one, it's probably only going to be fairly short, and I want to try and go into different bits in separate videos because I'm still under that YouTube restriction, so I'm restricted to 15 minutes, so I've got to be careful how long I waffle for, because I do have a tendency to waffle. So this one will be a bit short. I'll include a couple of clippets at the end of this, which is to document the situation as it's been unfolded, or unfolding. Again, some people may see this as trying to justify myself or validate myself in some way. Catch-22. Damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. But I feel that when this kind of stuff occurs, it needs to be addressed up front. If somebody is accusing me of something, okay, show me what it is you're accusing me of. Show me the proof and evidence or argument that you have for this thing. And if I'm guilty, I can hold my hands up. If I'm not guilty, I can defend myself, and we can hopefully sort it out and move on from there. I'll begin. The clips I load are about my attempts to contact. I suppose I should give potted information about what this all revolves around. I'll probably include it in the title of the video as well, and I'll put some stuff in the more info box underneath the video. Another YouTuber called Crossman, you've probably seen my recent video reply to Crossman, and this is that progression of that situation. So the next couple of little clips I'll put on the end are my attempt to contact him on Skype, to establish a contact with him on Skype so that he could present his argument to me, have a discussion with me, show me the proof or say the proof or whatever. I told him I'm quite fine with him recording it if that's what he wants to do, so he can do whatever with it. I'll record it as well. So no problem with that. It ended up being Skype because, as mentioned in I think other videos or clips that will come up, he didn't want to do anything via other means like the Hangout. He has suggested to me in the comments he's posted that I should go onto Uvu, but I don't see why I should set up an entirely new system of communication when there's one readily there that functions perfectly well. I'll use it on a regular basis. I've got loads of contacts on there and we've had no problems with its functionality whatsoever, so it's not as if there's some kind of problem with the software that's preventing us from connecting. And to move to yet another platform for me feels very much like an act of evasion on his part, in that because he refuses to establish a contact on Skype, instead he beginning this game of, oh, let's go here and do it, and I'll go there and the same thing will happen again, and then he'll say, oh, let's go here and do it, let's go here and do it, let's go here and do it, and he just wants me to chase him. The aspect of time consumption is something that I'll address in a separate video. Distraction, derailing, time consumption, all that kind of stuff I want to go into more at length, because it's important to this whole topic of this genre and this kind of divide and conquer effect on the internet, on the social media. But anyway, hopefully that's enough bits of information. Obviously there's the other video on the channel, other videos so far already on my channel. We'll come back to that and carry on from there, but at the end of this, a couple of little clips just to show my attempts to contact up with him on Skype. I'll be back in another video soon. Right, hello folks, this is just screen capturing the attempted Skype search. So I type the name in that he's given me, do a search for that, and I've tried this several times, and the resulting list is either there's no avatar picture or icon picture. I don't know where he lives in the UK, so I can't sort of filter the list in that respect to find him to send a contact to. Some of these are obviously USA, Australia, and of the few that do have pictures, none of them are him. So I cannot find him on Skype to be able to send him a contact request so that we can connect up on Skype so we can have the discussion or talk or whatever it is that he feels he needs to do. As I say, I've done this several times now. I'll just move the box down so you see all the way down to the bottom of the list. Yeah, so even though I've asked him repeatedly to send me a contact request, he keeps saying he's trying to ring me, but I don't have Skype open to public in that respect. You have to send me a contact request and vice versa, and he keeps saying I'm offline, which as you can see I'm not. And this has been like yesterday and today when I've been online doing stuff, I've had Skype open and waiting, and I've sent him several messages saying are you gonna send me a contact request, and he just hasn't. So yeah, that's enough of coverage of that, just to show that I have tried it. And this bit is just to show that I haven't received any contact request. Yeah, these two. This is the kind of just random stuff you get on Skype on the internet. You know, they're probably trying to sell something or advertise their porn page or whatever. So yeah, no request from anyone called Andrew Sinclair.